Shreyas Iyer rode back into some semblance of form during the Ranji Trophy final, and it must have felt very good for the batsman considering all of what has been happening recently. That includes, of course, not only the injury issues but also being dropped from the test team and then not even being considered for a central contract. Shreyas Iyer, after that point in time, has had to actually put his tail between his legs, go back to domestic cricket, something that he was accused of trying to shun when he pulled out of Mumbai's Ranji Trophy quarter-final games, and now he's gone back and he's finally gotten the kind of knock that showcased his quality, but also, perhaps more importantly, showcase that he may very well be overcoming a certain deficiency that has plagued him for the past 2 years. But before we get into that, let's talk about the knock in itself. Now, he was dismissed for 95, which meant that he could have had 100, but he was going for an attacking 6 to try and bring up that 100. But even beyond that, this was his first 50-plus score that he's hit since his Ranji return, and even more importantly, the first half-century that he's gotten in first-class cricket. That includes test matches in 11 innings, which shows you just how bad his recent run of form had been. Which also talks about the merits of dropping him. Even not considering the whole contract fracas, his form had totally deserted him. This time around, though, his form was very good in this particular match, and what's more, he was playing in an attacking manner. He had a strike rate of nearly 90 and above throughout his innings. It was only when he reached the 90s that he slowed down just a bit, and when he was dismissed, his strike rate was still at a very healthy 87. But perhaps the biggest thing which is worth noting about this particular knock is the fact that, based on statistics, the most, productive shot that he had was the pull shot. Now, the reason for this, of course, him going for the pull shot consistently, very, very obvious. That is because Vidarbha's bowlers wanted to try and target him by peppering him with short balls. It's a tactic that did work well in the first innings when he got dismissed with a short ball, but this time around, he was totally unfazed by the short ball, and in fact, that was his most productive shot. He got 2 boundaries and even one very gorgeous 6 with a absolutely well-timed short ball that flew past the Wankhede boundary. So what this tells you is that he is definitely working on his deficiencies with the short ball, and in fact, there is social media footage out there of him before the match or before the session wherein he can be seen on the sidelines of the boundary practicing against the short ball, which does tell you that he has acknowledged that there is a bit of an issue there and is working on that now that he's had to return to domestic cricket. Now, all of this, all things considered, it comes at a perfect time when you're talking about not only his own poor form but also the IPL. Remember, Iyer is going to be captaining the Kolkata Knight Riders this year, and having missed out on the entirety of the last season with a back injury which required him to get surgery, this time around there's going to be a lot of pressure on Iyer to get things right, not only with the bat but also as a leader. But it won't matter how it is he does as a leader if his form with the bat is poor, which is why him getting back into form at this point in time bodes well not only for his India chances, but also more importantly how well it is that he could do in the IPL, because again, we know that is an important thing for a lot of cricketers. It of course gives them extra earnings, and of course the prestige which comes with being attached with an IPL franchise as a captain is very, very good for one's exposure. So all in all, the perfect storm for Shreyas Iyer to get those runs and potentially get his name back out there as someone who's deserves to be representing India, even though this time around he's not been considered for a central contract. But what do you make of Shreyas Iyer's rather good knock? Well, you can let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and tap that bell icon as well. Also follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the AajTak app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we posted as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.